Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in to Discovering MTG. And as you guys can already see here, we've got 9 different booster packs. And yes, we are going to get into a Chaos booster pack opening today. And hopefully we're gonna pull something spicy. We've got our first set here, Gatecrash, filled with shock lands. Khans of Tarkir, filled with fetch lands. We've got Battle for Zendikar and Oath of the Gatewatch, filled with expeditions. And then Throne of Eldraine, filled with all sorts of adventure. Theros Beyond Death, loaded with titans and huge creatures, gods, and whatnot. War of the Spark, we've got planeswalkers and all sorts of galore. With Shadows over Innistrad and Eldritch Moon, we're gonna finish it off with werewolves, vampires, and hopefully an Emrakul. So without further ado, let's get to cracking. We're gonna start off with Gatecrash, and as I said before, this set is loaded with shock lands. Hopefully we pull one today, but if not, let's pull something spicy. Now, just like my previous openings, we're just gonna go through the commons fairly quickly. But at least I'll go a little bit slow enough to where you can at least see them. Alright, and now we've got our first uncommon. We've got Elusive Krasis. We've got Illness in the Ranks, Urbis Protector, and for a rare mythic slot, yes, we did pull something spicy. Look at that. We've got a Domri Raid, 1 colorless and Gruul colors. It's a Planeswalker Domri with 3 loyalty. His +1 ability, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. His neg 2 is target creature you control fights another target creature. And his neg 7, you get an emblem with creatures you control have double strike, trample, hexproof, and haste. Oh look at that. And we got a foil, a Syndic of Tides. With Extort, it's a 2/2. 2/2 bear. And then a mountain and an ooze token. Look at that, that's super neat. Now, going on to Khans of Tarkir, I'm hoping to pull a fetch land. I know we didn't pull a shock land, so let's keep our hopes up and our fingers crossed. Alright. Man, I was not expecting to start off spicy that way. With a Mythic Planeswalker Domri. That's super cool. Oh, we've got Khans of Tarkir. Starting off with the commons here. And I know Khans, man. Usually it's a hit or miss with Khans of Tarkir. So, got commons. And then starting off with our first uncommon, we got a Blinding Spray. A Roar of Challenge. A Tuskguard Captain. And an Icy Blast. For X and 1 blue, it's an instant tap X target creatures. Ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap steps. Wow. Icy Blast. No luck there, but yeah, we pulled an Icy Blast. Like I said, you know, Khans of Tarkir is usually hit or miss. Actually, as a matter of fact, with a lot of these sets is hit or miss. It's almost like buying a lottery ticket, so to speak. You know, sometimes you get your money back, sometimes you double up. Who knows? Sometimes you just completely go for broke. But that's what I'm trying to do here today. So we got Battle for Zendikar as our next set. Now just going through the commons here. Lots of cool Eldrazi type creature cards. BFZ and Oath of the Gatewatch. So we got our first uncommon is Retreat to Kazunda. Skyrider Elf, Ulamog's Reclaimer, and please Lord, please let's get so spicy. Oh, and we did. We got another Planeswalker Mythic. Man, my luck today is actually really good. So Ob Nixilis Reunited, 3 colors and 2 black. It's a Planeswalker Nixilis. But starting out with 5 loyalty, it's got a +1 ability. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. Neg 3, destroy target creature, or Neg 8, target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. Man, that is spicy goodness right there. Ooh, and a Full Art Plains, nice, and an elemental token with trample haste 3/1. Nice. I was not expecting that. We're only 3 packs in, and we've got 2 mythics already. Hopefully we can keep this trend up, and we'll get nothing but bomb, rares, and mythics. Except for that Icy Blast. Alright, now this next set, Oath of the Gatewatch, you still have a chance to get, what is that? One of those expedition cards. Now going through the commons, uncommons. Nothing really here. We got a Roiling Waters, Chitinous Cloak, a Unity of Purpose, and look at that, we got a Jory and Ruin Diver. I think some people create some EDH Merfolk decks out of Jory N. Not sure. I've seen a couple out there. But for one colorless, and is it colors? It's Legendary Creature Merfolk Wizard. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you draw a card, and it's a 2/3 body. And look at that, we also got a uncommon foil and a full art mountain. Look at that foliage on there. Nice, nice. Already kind of curling. That's what I like to see. Not really, but you know, what do you expect these days? Alright, so moving on to Throne of Eldraine. Y'all are familiar with this. This is one of the recent sets. And if you guys haven't already noticed, most of these cards, these packs here, actually all of these packs, all these sets are in Pioneer. So we've got our adventure, our first Merchant of the Veil adventure card, going through the commons real quick. Ginger Brute. Love getting hit with the Ginger Brute turn 1. Alright. And our first uncommon, we got an Elite Headhunter, a Mad Ratter, an Improbable Alliance. For a rare mythic slot, we got a Linden the Steadfast Queen for 3 white. She's a legendary creature, human noble with vigilance 3/3. Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. And then a Swamp and a Rat token. Nice. Moving on. I think I jinxed myself. After Obnixilis Reunited right there. But ooh, this pack is super loose. Man. What did they do here? Oh, is this in reverse? Yeah, it is. What is this, a Japanese? Is this from Japan? Yeah, made in Japan. Yep, that pack is super loose. You guys ever pulled or opened any Theros Beyond Death where the packs are super loose like that? I guess the Japanese just like loose packaging. Alright, so we got a Spider and then a Swamp, and then we're jumping straight into our rare. A Woosh Rider for 2 colorless and a black. It's a creature horror, 3/2 body. When Woosh Rider enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 white gold creature token. Sacrifice another creature to scry 1. And it's got that escape mechanic on there for 3 colorless and 2 black. You can exile 4 other cards from your graveyard and then cast it from your graveyard. And then when Woosh Rider escapes with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So when it comes back from the graveyard, it's a 5/4. Wow. And you get that 0/1 goat that you can use the scry with. And then we've got an uncommon Escape Velocity, Cling the Dust, and Minimize Prophecy. And then we got those commons right there. Alright, hopefully we can continue the spice and get something nice. Let's get it in this War of the Spark booster pack. I don't think I got my money back, but you know, I'm having a good time opening these packs up with you guys here on this channel. So we're going through the commons here. Commons of War of the Spark. Ooh, those are sticking together. Sarkon's Catharsis. And then we got our first uncommon, a Rouse Outburst, Eternal Taskmaster, and our first uncommon Planeswalker, Saheeli Sublime Artificer. And she's pretty. For our rare mythic slot, the Soul Diviner. For Dimir, it's a creature zombie wizard. It's a 2/3 body. You can tap it to remove a counter from an artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker you control to draw a card. Nice. Ooh, and look at that. We pulled another foil. You know, hey, we've been pulling a lot of foils. I think we're up to like 3 or 4 now. We got an Angrass Rampage. Nice, I'll take it. And a zombie token. Alright, now if you're interested how much I paid for all these packs, I paid about 60 bucks, about 5 bucks. These 3 here, I got 3 for 10, 5 Cons of Tarkir was $7.99. These Oath of the Gatewatch and Oath of the Gatewatch, actually, no, BFZ was $7.99. Eldritch Moon was $7.99. I think Oath of the Gatewatch was like $4.99, and then this one was like Shadows over Innistrad was $4.99. Hopefully we can get some spicy here, maybe like a Mythic or I don't know. We'll see. Let's go right here into the commons, straight into the commons. Now our first uncommon, we got Invasive Surgery, Nahiri's Machinations, a Graph Mole, and our rare mythic slot. Look at that, we got Confirmed Suspicions. I'm about to get suspicious in this B right here with 3 colorless and 2 blue. It's an instant. You can counter a target spell, and then after you counter it, investigate 3 times. And then to investigate, you put a colorless clue artifact token on the battlefield with pay 2 colorless, sacrifice this artifact to draw a card. Man, that's not too bad. You get a counter spell, plus you get 3 tokens, and you can stack and draw with them. That ain't too bad. Nice, and we got a flip card here, Convicted Killer, that turns into a Branded Howler. Oh, man, that is a werewolf if I've ever seen one. And there's that clue token I was talking about to go with our Confirmed Suspicions. Alright, hopefully, now, I heard something kind of suspicious about Eldritch Moon set. As a matter of fact, when you open up a booster box, once you start hitting that mythic area, I heard that they were like stacked on top of each other. So you gotta kind of watch out, because I heard back in the day people used to map Eldritch Moon, map the boxes, and take out all the mythics. So be careful about buying single booster packs. But we're not too worried about it today. We picked this up from our local LGS and we know it's legit. Going through the commons here, nothing really much here. And then our first uncommon is Shreds of Sanity, a Deranged Whelp, a Mourn Willow. For a rare mythic slot, we've got a Collective Defiance. Man, for 1 colorless and 2 red, it's a sorcery that escalates for 1 colorless, and you pay that cost for each mode chosen beyond the first. So choose 1 or more. So first you pay the casting cost, and you get to choose 1. But if you want to choose multiple modes, you got to pay 1 more colorless extra for 1 more after the first. So let's look at our modes. Choose 1 or more. Target player discards all cards in his or her hand, then draws that many cards. Or you can Collective Defiance, deals 4 damage to target creature, and or Collective Defiance deals 3 damage to target opponent. So you can do all 3, you can do 2, or just 1 of them if you want. And then it looks like we got another flip card here. Ovenvald Captive, Werewolf Horror, that flips into an Ovenvald Abomination, which is an Eldrazi werewolf. Man, that is freaky deaky looking. I would be creeped out if I was looking in the woods for some berries and saw me an Ovenvald Abomination. That is quite the abomination if I've ever seen one. Looks like that guy's not picking any berries anytime soon. So look at that. That is super neat. All right. You know, well, I'm actually pretty, and there's one of those checklist cards for your flip cards, and that is a super sweet zombie token. Look at that zombie, man. Yep. All right. Well, hey guys, looks like we actually hit 2 Planeswalker Mythics, so I'm pretty stoked about my pulls today. And then we got a couple of extra, you know, bulk stuff that can just go in my bulk rare binder for trades. And hopefully I can trade something better with that and get some spice going. But yeah, overall, you know, I'm kind of stoked about my pulls. Was not expecting to start off with the Dami Raid or even getting the Omnixless Reunited. Might consider putting him in one of my Black Commander decks. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Just make sure that, you know, before you head out, why don't you guys just subscribe, tap that notification bell,